Trump signed an executive order on Wednesday to send 30,000 undocumented migrants to the infamous Guantanamo Bay, known for holding terrorists and torturing its prisoners. He has ordered his administration to prepare Guantanamo Bay to detain undocumented migrants. This comes along with an executive order he signed instructing his defense and Homeland Security departments to ready Guantanamo's facilities. Guantanamo Bay is notorious for torturing its inmates. The facility has a dark past where prisoners accused of terrorism-related offenses have been detained, for example, after 9/11. The prison is known for numerous human rights violations, torture, and indefinite detention. Trump said, "We have 30,000 beds in Guantanamo to detain the worst criminal illegal aliens threatening the American people." The move quickly created outrage. That's because Gitmo, as the military detention center is popularly called, is primarily known for holding suspects accused of terrorism-related offenses. Cuba's president, Miguel Díaz-Canel, called the plan an act of brutality. Many who were first brought to Gitmo or Guantanamo Bay were believed to belong to terror groups such as Al-Qaeda and the Taliban. Since its establishment, the facility at Guantanamo Bay has become infamous for its alarming conditions. Many of those held at Gitmo do not qualify as prisoners of war and so are excluded from the rights of the Geneva Convention. This led to many inmates being tortured, with the United Nations stating that the circumstances under which those being held there were cruel, inhumane, and degrading, such as force feeding, waterboarding, and much more. This led to Amnesty International calling Guantanamo Bay a symbol of torture, rendition, and indefinite detention without charge or trial. For the last 2 decades, it hardened into an American institution with its own rules, its prison, its court. One prisoner details in images he drew include the extremely violent techniques used against him, known as whaling, in which a person's neck is encircled by a collar and is then used to slam the person against the wall. He also drew sketches of him being subjected to simulated drowning or waterboarding 83 times and guards threatening to desecrate the Quran. But this isn't the first time migrants will be held at Gitmo. It's been used for decades by the US to detain migrants in an area separate from those used to keep those accused of terrorism. The report says only 37 were held from 2020 to 2023, so it's a mere speckle compared to the 30,000 migrants Trump wants to send. The conditions of this facility are generally unknown. In a report last year, it was found that people are trapped in a prison system with no way out and no accountability for the officials running it. While full details haven't come out yet on the plan, newly sworn-in Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth told Fox News that migrants will not be kept with the remaining 9/11 detainees. Meanwhile, Tom Homan, Trump's border czar, told reporters outside the White House that certain migrants could be flown to the island and that the operation would be run by Immigration and Customs Enforcement, or ICE.